What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we have some interesting news to discuss. Very interesting news to discuss. As we know, undefeated, 3-division, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the faces, if not the face of the sport of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer who has 29 wins, no loss and no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, an explosive southpaw. Gervonta Tank Davis is coming off of the biggest, most lucrative, most important fight of his career. April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, where he took on and defeated former lightweight, now junior welterweight, Mexican-American superstar, title contender, junior welterweight title contender, King Ryan Garcia. He dropped him in the second round, stopped him in the seventh round. With that said, that fight generated $23 million gate. It did $1.2 million, 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. And it was the fifth highest gate in Las Vegas history, right? Now, what's interesting and important here to note is that this took place on Showtime, with Showtime president of sports, Stephen Espinoza, right? Now, we have to keep in mind, Gervonta Tank Davis, he parted ways with longtime mentor and promoter and retired legendary iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions with CEO Leonard Ellerbe, right? And he started GTD, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions, in partnership with exclusive right deal with Showtime and Stephen Espinoza. Remember, he was threatening to part ways, which means Gervonta Tank Davis, he wasn't signed to Premier Boxing Champion founding advisor Al Haymon and the PBC. He signed the GTD Promotions in partnership with Tom Brown Promotions and in partnership with Showtime. So he exclusively signed to Showtime. Remember when he was talking about becoming a free agent and leaving Mayweather Promotions, and Stephen Espinoza, he stated, well, I have a good relationship with Gervonta Tank Davis, and he had a promise to me that he's going to stay loyal to me and I'm going to stay loyal to him. But what's important here to note is that Showtime decided that they were getting out the business of the sport of boxing after 37 years. After Gervonta Tank Davis had that big, iconic, lucrative showdown with Ryan Garcia. Showtime abruptly got out this business of the sport of boxing. I thought they was going to get out the business of the sport of boxing in 2024, late 2024, end of 2024, going into 2025. Many people expected that, including Stephen Espinoza himself. And then Showtime came out with an announcement and said that they were going to fulfill their obligation to the sport of boxing for the remainder of 2023, and they're done. They out the sport of boxing. Now, it's interesting. We got to take note. Gervonta Tank Davis recently put up a post, cryptic post, somewhat cryptic, where he stated that, now we know Showtime's out of the business of sport of boxing. He stated that Al Haymon is having a private meeting, essentially, with Stephen Espinoza and discussing some things that he's not privy to. So if you see me somewhere else, don't be surprised. You know what's up, is what Gervonta Tank Davis stated. And many people, including myself, I question, why would Gervonta Tank Davis say that Al Haymon and the PBC, because Al Haymon has taken his brand, the PBC, his stable of fighters, to Amazon and Amazon Prime. So why would Gervonta Tank Davis state that Al Haymon is meeting with Stephen Espinoza, essentially behind Gervonta Tank Davis' back, seeming like they're coming up with a deal that he's not privy to, What deal could that be? Right? Because, again, Al Haymon is with Amazon Prime, and Steven Espinoza is with Showtime, and Showtime is no longer. So what could that be? And then the gentleman tonight brought it to my attention. And he said, Blue, you're forgetting. Gervonta Davis is exclusively signed to Showtime and Steven Espinoza. Now, I personally thought that it immediately was voided because Showtime got out the business. I thought the contract was voided. So I didn't think nothing of it. Just like I thought undefeated IBF, now newly crowned welterweight superstar, the phenom as I call him, Jaron Boots Ennis, who has an exclusive right deal with Showtime and Steven Espinoza. I thought their contract was automatically voided and made them automatically free agents. And then it hit me. This is why Gervonta Tank Davis is saying that Al Haymon was meeting with Steven Espinoza. And that this was a meeting he was not aware of what was going on, and he wasn't privy to, and that don't be surprised to see him elsewhere. Why did that make sense? It makes sense now. Al Haymon is meeting with Steven Espinoza for the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis. He's meeting with Steven Espinoza for the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis. And if Steven Espinoza truly owns the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis, he can sell those rights to Gervonta Tank Davis to Al Haymon. Now Al Haymon will own the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis as a premier boxing champion fighter. Or Steven Espinoza, if he truly wanted to, could sell the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis to Matchroom and DAZN or whoever, right? The question is, does he have to go through Gervonta Tank Davis? Do he have to check with Gervonta Tank Davis? Do it have to be neutral? Or does Steven Espinoza have the ability to sell the rights and just transfer the rights over to whomever he so chooses, and they pay for the rights? And then when his contract is up, like a trade in the NFL, like a trade in the NBA, like a trade in any other sport, can he trade the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis to any platform, and they own the rights? And now Gervonta Tank Davis has to fight on that platform, and there's nothing he could do about it until his contract with Steven Espinoza ends. Interesting, isn't it? So now it makes sense why he's saying that Al Haymon was meeting with Steven Espinoza behind his back, essentially, and talking about and discussing a deal that he don't know about. And it came out now that Rick Glazer reported that Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't happy with the money he was being offered from Al Haymon. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, he combated that, and he came out and he stated that it's not true. And he's not going to get into the back and forth with BS with Rick Glazer. So this is what Gervonta Tank Davis had to say. Quote, Al was supposed to call me last night, but he didn't. Probably going over that deal with Steven Espinoza that nobody told me about. So if you see me elsewhere, you know what's up. It makes sense now. If you see me elsewhere, you know what's up. If Steven Espinoza decides to sell the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis to DAZN, if Al Haymon is not giving Steven Espinoza and Al Haymon could have a deal, a partnership, a friendship, a understanding, so on and so forth. But imagine if, hypothetically speaking, allegedly, imagine if Steven Espinoza is saying, hey, Al, I got the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, the Lakers have the rights to LeBron James. They could trade LeBron James wherever they want. Now, some players in the NBA, they have no trade clauses where they have a say-so in where and when they get traded. But 95% of the NBA has trade clauses where they can be traded. So the Lakers could say, we're going to trade LeBron James to, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and ain't nothing he could do about it because we own the rights to you, to your contract. And Steven Espinoza owns the rights to Gervonta Tank Davis, and he could say to Al Haymon, what's his worth? And if Al Haymon says, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis' worth is $20 million, just throw that number out there, and then DAZN say his worth is $50 million, Steven Espinoza can say, I send you off to DAZN, $50 million. And you got to fulfill the rest of your obligation, your contract with me, out through them, just like the NBA. So it makes sense that he couldn't have a conversation about the $20 million coming from Devin Haney and Bill Haney. And when he said they don't know who to talk to discuss what's the possibilities, then do he know who to talk to, the possibilities? Because, see, he wanted to be a free agent and start Gervonta Tank Davis promotions. This is very interesting. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out and how true this is. What's going on with this? It's starting to make sense, the pieces to the puzzle, right? But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.